Nice. Code pay dispute. That's the 9 o'clock news tonight. Good night.
Good evening. The police believe that 2 robbers, one armed with a sawn-off shotgun, may be hiding in a block of flats in Birmingham. The area of Wheely Castle has been sealed off. The incident followed a robbery at a bookmaker's nearby. Earlier this evening, armed police surrounded a flat, mistakenly thinking that the robbers were inside.
Not exactly sure where these men are at this time, but we're reasonably confident that we know which premises we're looking for, and very shortly we should be searching some further premises.
Is there a possibility then that there could be armed men on the loose right now in Wheely Castle?
Obviously we can't exclude that possibility that there may be someone in this vicinity at large with a sawn-off shotgun.
Union leaders representing ambulance workers in the West Midlands are meeting at the moment to discuss a threat by management to start docking their pay. Ambulance managers say the crew's refusal to answer non-emergency calls is costing them £16,000 a day. Birmingham City Council have issued a High Court writ against Severn Trent Water. They say land and property transferred to the company over the past 10 years still belongs to the city's ratepayers. But the council's leader, Sir Richard Knowles, said today they were trying to get compensation for their lost assets, not prevent the water privatisation programme. Protesters who petitioned county councillors at Warwick today have won their campaign to prevent the dumping of toxic waste near their homes. The application by Lee Industries to dump the waste on a site near Nuneaton was rejected by the planning committee because of possible health hazards and the strength of public protest. That's it from us for this evening. Don't forget local BBC stations around your area will have the local news. We'll be back tomorrow. Here's the national weather forecast from John Ketley.
Good evening. Well, at the beginning of the week there was 5 inches of rain down at Malaga in southeast Spain, but you can see on the satellite picture this afternoon how the bad weather's moved north into the Costa Brava. But further closer to home we can see clear skies over much of northwest Europe, and that's because of the high pressure which is still fairly close by over southern Scandinavia. But it is feeding in these rather chilly southeasterly winds off the continent, and they're going to be with us now for the next day or two. Still quite cold winds, quite keen winds, so despite the sunshine in many places again tomorrow, especially on the eastern side of the country, it will feel rather chilly. At least it's going to keep the temperatures up tonight around the coast, many places around 6 degrees, but inland in some central parts of England and Wales, and particularly in the glens of Scotland, there will be a touch of frost. No such problem way out west though, because we're going to find pockets of rain across Northern Ireland, the extreme west of Wales and into the extreme southwest of England as well, and there temperatures staying at around 5 or 6 degrees right throughout the night. Well, tomorrow's chart looks like that then. We've still got these rather cold southeasterly winds blowing, particularly strong I think down this North Sea coast, and temperatures tomorrow around about, well, 9 or 10, much the same as today generally, just about 50 degrees Fahrenheit. Ironically, the highest temperatures down here in southwest England, 13 there is 55, but there will be some rain about. I think to begin with, the rain's still out in the far west, but as the day goes along, we'll find the rain extending into much of western Scotland, into parts of northwest England, much of Wales, in fact, southwest England, perhaps into central southern England as well by the early part of the evening. Much of that rain is going to be light, just 1 or 2 heavier bursts coming along later on. As you go further east though, a nice bright start, there'll be plenty of sunshine around, but that sunshine turning increasingly hazy through the day. But I think on the eastern coast of both Scotland and England, there'll be plenty of sunshine right through the afternoon. That's the way the weather chart looks for Saturday then. Much the same sort of thing in actual fact. The high pressure beginning to slip away southeastwards, low pressure down to the southwest, lots of isobars. So once again some rather cold winds on Saturday, and in many places it will stay pretty cloudy. There'll be pockets of rain about, but in the extreme east I think many places staying dry. That's it. Bye-bye.
What's the position of the Speaker in the modern House of Commons?
Well,
What sort of disciplinary powers do you have over the more fractious members?
technically,
Now the House of Commons has come to this latest development in its history, the television cameras. What are your thoughts about the television experiment?
Christopher Jones puts the questions. Radio Times has the answers. Radio Times gives you a better picture.
BBC Two in a moment will be spending 40 minutes examining friendship and the special quality and intimacy of a best friend. Well, friends and money are essential for children in need, and in half an hour on the eve of BBC One's major appeal, Philip Schofield reports on how the money so generously donated last year has been spent, and he introduces some of the recipients. First, the start of a new series with Mel and Griff, Smith and Jones.